Alright guys, this is something I recently picked up. I usually don't pick up radios or electronics unless it's something interesting or fairly inexpensive. This one I got for a whole $1. I got it for a whole $1 because the batteries were still in it. The guy that was selling it didn't know if it worked, and I figured I'd take a chance on it. It's a Hitachi KH-1316w AM FM weather band radio. So I paid $1 for it, bring it home, take the batteries out, and the batteries are all in pretty decent shape. One of them had slight signs of corrosion. Alright, there's one of the batteries that came out of it. I don't know how to tell what year a battery was produced, but I got 4 of these. 3 of them in excellent shape. One of them has a little bit of wear from the corrosion. Alright, now I mentioned that the batteries are still in it, and one of them had corrosion on it and was very minimal. The battery compartment is really clean. So I took the batteries out, plugged it in, and it worked. Alright, now you see the antenna. That's as far as it'll go down into the body of the radio. I don't know if it's made that way or if there's something that's causing it not to collapse back down inside itself. The only issue with this radio is the end piece right here will pull off if you pull on it. That's it. Alright, the radio still has its handle. Unfortunately, it's not broke or damaged. The radio is really not beat up. I just wiped it down and plugged it in and it worked. Alright, now I just turned the radio back on, and look, we're on a 97.1 The River out of Atlanta, and it looks like some Dire Straits coming on. And it sounds pretty good. Not sure what year it came out, but it plays well, and the speaker's pretty good. As I said, the back is in pretty good shape as well. Well, I didn't say it like that, but the radio is not beat up, it's not damaged, there's nothing being taped on, glued on. This compartment here is for the power cord to be stored. There's where the C batteries go. Takes 4. Alright, and there's the information about the radio, just to make sure I call the model number correct. KH-1316w. Alright guys, I typically don't pick up radios and electronics, as I said earlier, but you know, I've mentioned in other videos I try not to pick stuff up like that because I'm not good at repairing them, and most of the time when I see stuff, it's, you know, batteries are corroded, they don't work, and it's just something I don't want to deal with. But I'm glad I took a chance on this $1 radio. It is now in my kitchen. People that come visit tend to like it, but of course it's not state of the art. It's not a cell phone that plays music and all that good stuff. It's just an old radio that I really enjoy. If you guys know about any information pertaining to the years that this thing came out, I'm gonna look into it a little further, but I just really haven't done any investigating on it. But I don't know if it's a 70s or 80s era. I know with the weather band on it, I kind of remember that a lot in the 70s. I did try to tune in weather stations and really didn't get anything. The top of you got the AM, FM, and weather band, and then the AFC button. That's all your selectors to the different frequencies. And like I said, they all work. It's just the AM stations around here don't pick up as great, and the weather band I didn't get much of a signal on either. But it tried. You could tell it was trying to pick up something, but it just couldn't do it. Alright guys, I'm going to cut this one off now. I appreciate you viewing. If you know anything about it, let me know. And if you can tell me anything about that old battery. It's intriguing that looking into old batteries, ever since I picked this radio up with these old batteries, that people collect these things, and I never paid attention before, but evidently different years had different colors, and that's an assumption. But you guys have a great day. Thanks for viewing.